Hi, back. So we'll just wait for a few more people to come, and then I'll start my shenanigans, because that's my favorite thing to do. Oops, I'm sorry, I can't do that. We're talking about music. So anyway, so how are you guys who are here? Hope you guys are having a great day. I know it's dark in the back, and I don't understand why. I don't care. It's okay if it's dark. You don't have to see my dirty room. Anyway, how's everybody liking the weather so far? Alma, I should have known it was you. You're like the first one. You're having a contest with somebody. Is that what you're doing, girl? Well, you're going to like tonight's show. You're going to like it a lot, because it's great for real. I had a lot of shenanigans I had to fix, so it's not good at all. It's good and it's not. Yes, you are. You're trying to get brownie points, girl? Okay, you go to the head of the class. You're the teacher's pet. Okay, you're the teacher's pet. Anyway, yeah, it was a rough few days. I did a lot of stuff in the last few days, and it's hard. But we're going to talk about a few things, and now I got to shut up. This music is driving me nuts. Yeah, bye-bye. And now, how do I make this sound? Ah, there we go. Takes me a minute. So anyway, so we've been talking about state complaints and the procedures and everything, and we've been talking about how to file them, what to include in them, and all of that good jolly stuff. Hey, Meg girl. I didn't think you was going to make it today, because you know it ain't Wednesday. Oh, yeah, I just remembered. Girlfriend's on vacation, huh? Okay. Well, did you get that email that I sent? I'm going to read it to everybody today. Yeah. So, oh, you did? You turned in last night? What? You tuned in last night? I wasn't there, honey. Oh, no. We are here, bath time. Oh. Tell my girl I said, hey. Love you. So anyway, so, I've been telling you guys how to file these complaints and stuff, but see, now a new thing just came up, okay, which I think I have to tell you, because you thought today was Wednesday? No, honey, today's Thursday. Today's Thursday, right? Don't make me ask Alexa. Don't, because she's sickening. You like that, Amanda? Yeah. They're about to get served again. See, what I found out is, even when we win, we still lose. Yeah. Because it appears that these crazy wombat people think that just because they put a bunch of little words on a piece of paper. I know, I was supposed to go live last night, but you know why? I'm going to tell you in a minute. I had to cancel it the last minute. I'm sorry, guys, about that too. Oh, I didn't even introduce myself. My name is Tammy, and I'm an advocate, and I help parents navigate through this crazy system, and I get mad a lot. You're not going to believe how mad I was this afternoon. Oh, yesterday. I was so mad. And I actually won, but I was mad because it was stupid. Anyway, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to talk to you about after you filed a complaint and you get the response back. You get the so-called findings, okay? And guess what? You win. Or did you really? Right, Meg? Or did you really? Yeah, no. So then that leads to another complaint, okay? That leads to filing against the state for them not doing their job, which we covered. Okay. Tonight, I'm going to, I have a document that I'm going to put out there probably tomorrow, same way I did the first one. And it's how to file a complaint against the school district. It's in the same type of order, but it's a little bit different. It's a different spin on what you accuse the district of doing. Okay, so it's different from the state. But anyway, so I filed complaints, and I won. I won twice. It was wonderful. Yeah, right. Not so much. The first complaint, they said that the school district had to give the kid all these compensatory services, everything in his IEP for 18 weeks from September to December of 2021, because the Wombats didn't implement his IEP. Suffice it to say, we're in a hearing right now because of the Department of Education in Massachusetts, because they're just no good. Okay, they just don't give a rat's hiney about anybody's kid. They just don't. And so the only way to get them is to go after their money hard. And that's what I'm doing. I'm leaning way, way in. Okay. So anyway, so they said I won. The parents won, the kids getting services and everything except for one thing. The kid didn't get the services for another whole year because the stupid state thinks because they write something on a piece of paper and it says Corrective Action Order, and it came from the Wombats themselves, that somehow that carries a lot of weight with those idiots at the school. Guess what? It doesn't. They don't give a shit. You understand? They don't give a shit. And I was just told by one of my parents, mind you, I got 2 clients, and I got about 18 complaints. I got a whole bunch of responses and filings. And I mean, it's a mess. I can't believe they're this stupid. So anyway, I get the findings on the last complaint I filed, and they said, yes, the department was in non-compliance. Here's the hiccup. Here's a little, okay? So when I filed my complaint against the state, because they didn't do their job, because my client, once again, didn't get any compensatory services, didn't get a dime, didn't get licks, didn't get a drop, didn't get one teacher. Not one. So these idiots think because they write all this crap on a piece of paper, it means something to me. Because my ego is so fragile that this means something to me. That might work with some other kind of advocates, but it don't work with me. No. You blowing smoke up my hiney by giving me all these compliments and said, oh, yes, Tammy Joya, you were right. We were wrong. That don't mean jack doodly squat to me. Okay, you know what means something to me? You are paying for the services for this kid. That's what means a lot. What means a lot to me is that you did your job the second time. When you found yourself in non-compliance, why didn't you do your job the second time? Why didn't you do that? Huh? Department of Education, why? Now I gotta file another complaint. Because now they violated the timelines. I had 4 complaints. They put them all together. They were all filed separately, different dates. Guess what that means? That's right, I'm not stopping. Guess what that means? That means each individual complaint has a due date on it that's different from the one that I filed before or after. These Wombats put it all together and thought they're going to find. Okay, so now I sent them the nastiest email you ever want to. Hold that phone. Because I'm going to send you, I'm going to show you guys the email that I sent to the Department of Education and to OSAP because I'm sick of them. Okay, I'm up. All that. Because I want to stop advocating this way, and they're just not going to let me. Because I ain't letting go unless I'm winning. I'm not going to stop with these kids unless I win everything. Okay, so let me tell you what I did. I sent those Wombats a letter, and I told them some nasty stuff, and they're not going to like it. And then, because I'm a bee like that. So I also got, where is it? There it is. Here it is. I also have, let me see, where is that Wombat? Here it is. Okay, so let's do some reading, shall we? So you see all these numbers up here? You see all this nonsense right here? 7896, 7930, 9497, 1073. Those are all separate complaints. Separate. You see how far apart they are in numbers? You know why? They were separated by the numbers because in between other people filed. Okay. So the difference between this and this, and this and this, and this and this is huge. Huge timeline. So I sent this email to Laura Duos, Valerie Williams, Laura Duos' boss. Miguel Cardona is the boss of Valerie Williams and Laura Duos. Okay, we can't see those. Okay, and those is 5 others. Wait, and then to this. Okay, that's another thing I gotta tell to this new person, Alvarez. She's at the Department of Education. No, but I don't know who the hell she is. Okay, she's new. She's the executive director of the Department for Communication. We'll see it in the bottom when I open up the stupid thing that they did. Okay, and I sent it to Barry Barnett, Helene Betancourt, who's the one that did it, and Jamie goddamn Camacho, who's the woman. She's the one that took the place of the previous special ed director, Russell Johnson, who's now the commissioner of the Department of Education. Russell is the commissioner. Jamie is the interim special ed director. Interim. She's not even a real one yet. Yeah. So anyway, this is the email that I sent. It is evident that the complaints I filed, PRS 6924 and PRS 8566, have resulted in 2 SEA complaints against the SEA itself. 2. That I'm still getting the repercussions of. Yeah. The findings from PRS 7896, 7930, 9497, and 10730 have to do with PRS 6924. One kid. One damn kid in one school district. Okay. It started off with PRS 6924, and they decided to lose their damn minds and not do their job and come back with some, I can't even tell you what this stupid complaint findings look like. It was the dumbest thing I ever saw. I've seen Wendy. I've seen a lot of dumb things, but that one took the cake. It pissed me off so bad I filed a complaint immediately. But anyway, that 6924 resulted in additional 7896, 7934, all of those. Okay. That's what it resulted in. And then PRS 9550 is the result of PRS 8566. Okay. All of those cases where I say the result of 7896, 7930, and PRS 9, those are the ones I won. I won the 856, the 6924 one too. It's just that the state decided to just write shit on a piece of paper and call it a damn day, and everything was all good. I wasn't going to pay attention to the fact that the school district wasn't implementing the corrective action order. No, I just let it sit there and I just let it marinate. Okay, that's what I did because they're stupid. Anyway, I put clearly these things right here, I say clearly demonstrate that the SEA violated federal and state complaint investigation procedures, leading to corrective action orders being issued against themselves. Yeah. Despite the findings in these complaints, the SEA failed to provide any compensatory services for the alleged denial of FAPE. I literally put in the complaints that I filed against the state that because they didn't do their job in monitoring and all of that stuff, that they denied FAPE to these kids. Now it's their problem. And you know what they did? Do you know what they did? Let me tell you what they did. They omitted that from the complaint. Yeah, and the findings. They just completely forgot about it. And I was so plucked by the fact that they did that. I went back and looked at it. And sure enough, there it is. That's my remedy. I want you guys to pay for the remedy. And the remedy was tuition because they owed both of these kids an entire school year of services. That's tuition. Pay it, stupid. No, they didn't do nothing. They omitted it. See, remember what I told you guys last time? Okay, listen. The last time we talked, I told you guys that you have to put it in there. You have to put it in the complaint what you want. You have to say they denied FAPE. That's what I did. I did that. And then they decided that they're going to, one of the laws is, when you file a complaint, hi, Barbara, one of the laws is that The math ain't math. It's irritating me. It's like, and I'm bad at math, but this don't make no damn sense. Anyway, one of the things they have to do is, in doing their investigation, is that these idiots have to investigate each allegation made. I made an allegation of denial of faith. Guess what they didn't do? They didn't investigate that on themselves. Oh, no, no, no. Why would they do that? You know what else they didn't do? They completely omitted it from the investigation. And you know what else they did? They didn't provide me a reason why they didn't do it. They just said, okay. Excuse my French. I hope everybody's in bed, but that's what they did. And they actually think they're getting away with it. Hence the email. So I'm sending them this, and I said, where is it? Can you guys see it? Yeah. Any compensatory services for the alleged denial of faith services, which were alleged in the SEA complaints for the students involved. It is important to note that the responsibility, listen to what I'm saying, the responsibility for ensuring FAPE lies with the SEA, as they receive federal funds specifically allocated for this purpose. The SEA and the LEAs have already been paid to provide the IEP services and supports through the grant from OSAP. Did I say I sent this to OSAP? Yeah. And have not done so for 2 years. Therefore, services have not been rendered to these students. The SEA's failure to address the denial of FAPE in any of the complaints is concerning. The fact that the corrective action taken did not include provisions of FAPE for the students further highlights the SEA's negligence in upholding the rights of students with disabilities. I mean, Jesus Christ, what do you think I was filing this? So I listen, you guys, I want you guys to fully understand what happened, okay? Because you guys think I don't feel your pain. Oh, I feel your pain. Let me tell you what these idiots did. I filed a complaint because a kid was denied FAPE. I got the complaint that said I won. Kid's going to get the services. Kid didn't get the services because the idiots that wrote the order for the school district to give it didn't oversee that the idiots at the school district are doing it. In their supervisory damn room. When I got this thing yesterday, I was madder than a pit bull. I'm telling you, I was madder than a pit bull because I go through all of these motions. And these idiots think I'm so stupid, I'm not going to call them on. I mean, they're dumb. These people are dumb. They're just dumb. Because they act like I was right, and I'm going to go tell everybody how right I was. They have no idea I'm doing this. When I got this thing, I cussed their asses out. Listen, I said, merely acknowledging fault without remedying all of the allegation does not fulfill their obligations under IDEA and continues to violate 34 CFR 300.152A4, 34 CFR 300.152A5, and 34 CFR 300.152A5 double I. I ain't playing it. I will be filing another complaint against the state for their failure to investigate all allegations, including the denial of FAPE, and for not providing a reason for omitting this crucial issue from their response. It is imperative that the SEA rectifies their actions and provides the necessary FAPE services to the students effective immediately as part of the Corrective Action Order. That includes a date, specific services and supports, and who will be providing the specific services and their qualifications. I urge for closer scrutiny of Massachusetts IDEA funds allocation until the SEA adequately addresses the FAPE concerns raised in these complaints. Your prompt attention to this matter is greatly appreciated. I would love this to be done. Oh, girl, I'm telling you, you're going to do this. I'm going to show you. I can make this a template. You understand? I can make this right here a template. And all you guys got to do is fill in the blanks. Okay? When you get your stupid responses from the idiots and they don't make sense. And then I said, I am cognizant of OSEP not having completed their review of DESE, which is Massachusetts, PRS. Nevertheless, the parents have been awaiting a response for over 2 years and have undergone multiple DESE PRS complaints where the parents' allegations against the SEA and the LEAs regarding their children's rights under IDEA have been validated. They admitted in their own stupid investigation that they were wrong. They admitted it. So they validated it. See? Then I said, each day the students continue to be denied FAPE before, during, and after the complaints were lodged, indicating that the SEA remains resolute in its interpretation of their obligations and supervisory duties, despite receiving over $643 million from OSEP funds for special education. That includes approximately $7 million off the top for dispute resolutions. Remember who I sent this to? I sent this to all of the idiots at the Department of Education and to OSEP. All of them, all the way up to the Secretary of Education. I am going, single-handedly, I'm going to get their money. I'm going to get them stopped. You're amazing. So well worth it. Oh, girl, I got help with that too. You guys better wrap your heads around some stuff. I'm telling you. You better wrap your head. I'm going to teach you some other stuff too. Okay? So I said, the parents do not require OSEP's findings for DESE PRS to revise and rectify PRS 9550 and PRS 7896, 7930, 9497, and 10730 to incorporate the denial of FAPE by the SEA and the LEAs. The SEA should issue a corrective action order to encompass all pertinent services denied to each student based on the SEA's findings. This order should provide details on when, how, and by whom, where, and for how long each service will be supplied in accordance with each student's IEP. Otherwise, I have no other alternative but to continue filing complaints against the SEA in which the SEA failed to investigate all allegations. What the? This is why it was a mess yesterday. Just saying. Just saying. That's enough to make you, want to lose your damn mind. Okay? Who the hell do they think they're dealing with? I've been dealing with the BS, the Massachusetts Department of Education for over 30 goddamn years. 30 years. It's not like these people don't know me. And I get worse and worse every year. Every year I get worse. I mean, they know whatever comes in my head usually will come right out of my mouth because I don't care who I'm talking to. You know what amazes me? I just heard today how it's insane. It is. I just heard today, watching the news, about Trump. And these stupid jurors, everybody's talking about how afraid they are to be sitting in front of Donald Trump. And they're going to have to say stuff in front of him that, it's going to. I don't understand. Why is everybody afraid of that orange man? I mean, it's like a giant fat tangerine. Why? He's stupid. Do you understand how stupid he is? Look where he's at. This is who they want to run the country. You know what they're really afraid of? They're afraid of the wackos that want to go hurt people because we want to hold Donald Trump accountable for their actions. That's what we're dealing with. That trickle down shit, that it's happening to us. It happens right in your local school district. Okay? That whole thought process it gives me a migraine. It literally gives me a migraine. I'm not kidding. I don't understand why they keep doing this, but that's okay. Because I got a typewriter, I got a computer, I got state-of-the-art system. They don't have it. They got. I'm going to tell OSEP and another email to OSEP. I'm going to tell OSEP. You do realize that I could do every single one of their jobs. I can do the commissioner's job. I could do the state special education job. I could do Barry Barnett's job. I could do all of their jobs all by myself. They're stupid. They're stupid. Why would you do this to a kid? I don't understand. So you just want to aggravate me? All right. Just remember, you started this fight. Don't start none, won't be none. You're going to stop some? There's going to be some. Watch. It's just going to get worse. And I'm telling them that I'm teaching a whole bunch of parents in Massachusetts and across the nation how to do this because they're all federal laws. They have to apply straight across the board. It's the same. Whatever I'm doing in Massachusetts, wherever you guys are from, you can do the same thing. It's the federal law. You should see the emotion to amend because some stupid ass hearing officer, oh my gosh, the Disability Rights South Carolina just told me my case has been closed. They cannot help me. These people receive okay, that's because now you file a complaint against them. And then they're going to say no, and you CC OSEP on it. Okay, I gave you on that other document that I gave you, there's a list of everything, including OSEP and who the people are assigned to. They put that in writing, goody. If they didn't put it in writing, you put it in writing. You put it in writing and say, on such and such a day, did they put that in writing? Did they put it in writing? You see what I did? Do you see who that went to? I told you guys who it went to. I'm not playing with these wombats. Oh, you want to play? Because you know where the next thing I'm going? I will more. Good. You know where else I'm going with it? Boston Globe. Going to the Boston Globe. I'm sending them all of the that they said they violated against 2 kids. Severely disabled children. Because they have nothing else to do. Because they're pepperheads. They make me sick. I don't call. Who's call Mandy? You talking to me, Christine? You're not talking to me. Must be talking to somebody else up there. This is why I can't. You see, what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to fix a problem. Now, on the other hand, so I want to show you guys something because somebody said something to me, and I don't know if they said it to me or they said it to someone else, and then that person repeated it to me. But apparently, somebody said that nobody was hired. Boston Globe reporter. Oh, Mandy McLaren. Good, thank you. Mandy. Okay, look what I'm going to write with. Because I'm crazy. I'll use this. So Mandy, McLaren, Boston Globe. Because you want to see some damaging shit? Watch this. Even though I lost. Okay? Even though I lost. First of all, I don't know who it was that brought it up. Was it Alma? Might have been you. No, it was Bonnie. It was Bonnie. She's doing six. Oh, I know. One of them was my friend. You probably know him. But anyway, I forgot what I was going to say. They're so stupid. Okay. They put all of this shit in writing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send Mandy the September 29th letter. I'm going to send Mandy all of the findings of them admitting everything they did wrong. Then I'm going to CC it to OSEP, and because apparently OSEP thinks they're funny. They're going to drag their feet on reviewing all of this shit. I mean, I don't understand. I've been sending you guys this stuff for years, and now it's going to take you, 18 months to give us a detailed answer? It's all good. You guys start explaining this because now I'm pissed, okay? Because you're taking my money out of my taxes to give these people to just what? What are they doing with the money? I just want to know what the hell they're doing with the money. Because it ain't going to my kids. You know where it's going? Those goddamn sped directors. You know how much money they make in Massachusetts? Like $250,000 a year. Yeah, right, Deb Ecker. You shouldn't be getting $10 an hour. You don't do anything. Nothing do you do. Yeah, good. I hope they like the friggin' amendment I just wrote. Good. I'm glad. Anyway. Yeah, that's what I was going to do. I didn't know the person's name, but thanks a lot, Christine. I am sending that. So now what I want you guys to see is actually what they found against themselves. I'm not even going to put up, if you guys want, I can put up the whole friggin' findings and you can read the whole thing. I'm just going to pull it up and scroll right down to the end because that's what I like. I don't care nothing about the middle because it's a bunch of horse pucky. They said they reviewed 10,000 pages. They're so stupid. How did you review 10,000 pages? How? I didn't give you 10,000 pages. What you're doing is you're reviewing the same thing over and over again, you stupid idiots. And you're thinking you're separate pages? Because that's what I'm going to say. I take offense and acceptance to the fact that you're trying to act like you're doing so much work. Because I'm telling OSEP, you did not. It's not my fault you're stupid and you keep reading the same document over. So if there was a functional behavioral assessment in my complaint as part of the evidence, what did you read it 40 times? You friggin' idiot. It's 50 pages long. Just because you read the functional behavioral assessment 40 times and every other document that's in there multiple times, you're an idiot. You shouldn't have read it all. Stupid. Yeah, but that's the kind of stuff they say. You have her number? Yes. Give me it. I want it. I want her email. I wonder if I can get her email online. I'm going to send her the email. She's going to die when she sees this shit. She's going to die. Meg, can I send her your stuff? So they got your online. And I know the answer is yes. Good. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So let me show you guys what else they did, because this is a hoot. Okay. This is a hoot. What they admitted they did. See, and this is the kind of crap that pisses me the hell off, because now I gotta go find it. Where's the... Okay, wait, guys. I have to look at... Where is it? SCA complaint, corrective action orders. There it is. This is a piece of horse pucky. I am not even kidding. Okay. You guys are going to be like, what? They put that in writing? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And OSAP has it because I sent it to them. Every time they give me something, I send it to OSAP. And I know they hate that. What is your problem? You idiot. Okay. That's not what I wanted. Okay. You got it. Okay. Now. Okay. You guys are going to die. Look at this nonsense. Just look at this. Okay, look at it. Okay. PRS 9550. Is this the one that came from PRS? I think this one came from PRS 69. This is the one from 6925. Oh, this is the corrective action. This was the first one. This was the corrective action order. Okay, it says the department it submits the following in response to the letter of finding PRS 9550. It says PRS and the SEA must determine, this was the corrective action order, whether they will continue to accept requests for reconsideration, and if so, because I nailed them on it. I said, what are you doing? You get to reconsider shit? Oh, yeah, call them. And if so, amend the PRS guide. PRS and the SEA must submit their decision now. So here's their response to the corrective action order. This is one of them. So their book was all screwed up, and they were giving themselves all kind of extensions and everything to do their job, because had they done their job the first time, let me tell you guys something. PRS has never done this many state complaints against themselves, if they've ever done it. Okay, if they've ever done it. So, and this was their response. PRS issued a draft new procedures guide to file a complaint and solicited public comment. PRS decisions, here it is. This is the cool part. This is what I wanted to show you, Massachusetts. Because I've been doing this. So I don't know why they acted like it's a new thing. It's a new thing because Massachusetts, the hearing officers actually told me this, and I asked her if she was crazy. But what is PRS? Problem Resolutions Systems. It's in Massachusetts. It's where you file a state complaint. So it's in the Department of Education, but it's where you file a complaint. So these are the idiots in that department. So they said that PRS decisions are final and may not be appealed. However, either or both of the parties may seek mediation or due process hearing through the BSEA on the same issues addressed by PRS. That was never in there. A due process hearing would be a new proceeding and not for the purposes of reviewing. However, the BSEA's due process hearing decision would be binding on the parties and may be appealed. Okay, listen to that, guys. And may be appealed. So this was the cool part that I liked. Wait, where is it? Okay. So in Massachusetts, if you file a state complaint, you can't appeal that decision to the Bureau of Special Education Appeals. Here's a workaround. File the damn complaint against the school district. Okay. And then when the state comes back and says some hogwash, Christine Alma, now what you do is you can file a hearing. Okay, now don't do it. You only file for hearings if you know what the hell you're doing. Okay, always go after the state. You can do a state complaint against the state. Every time you file a complaint, it comes back wrong. You file against the state for not doing their job. And all you have to remember are the rules that I told you that they have to do. They have to review. They have to investigate all allegations you made. All of them. Okay. And anything they omit, and whether they omit it or not, they have to give you reasons for what they did in their complaint, in their findings. Okay. So you nailed them. They have to do it in 60 days. Okay. They have to show you what they looked at. They just can't make it up in their little teeny tiny brains. Like one of the things is they looked at a virtual meeting. So now because they keep saying, because it was about qualifications. Massachusetts, here's another thing, guys. Everybody gets Title I. Okay, it's a grant. And so they get Title I. And part of Title I regulations is that people that are working with your kids, they have to meet state or federal qualifications. Like they have to be able to prove that they have higher educational background. Paraprofessionals in Massachusetts don't have doodly squat. And the bad part is there's no tracking. Even the ones that they say they do, they have this whole thing on the website at the DESE. And it says hiring rules for paraprofessionals who are working in Title I schools. Title I doesn't say nothing like that. Massachusetts just literally made up that so that they can do a workaround the personnel qualifications. So now I'm going to file a complaint against that Massachusetts is not meeting Title I things. They're not meeting them. And they're lying, and there's no way they can prove that they're doing it because they don't have a tracking system. Stupid. I can't believe these people work for the Department of Education. They should work for the Department of Dummies. That would be good. We could have the executive director of dummies. We could have the director of dummies that just investigates the other dummies. We could all do that. Stupid idiot. I hate people. Sends more kids out of any other. Yeah, of course. Because they don't care. Parents are so hung up on, if I get my kid in a private placement, then my kid will get an education. Okay, listen to me very carefully. That's not true. It's not true. I'm telling you, you got better opportunities. Unless your kid is a danger to himself and others, don't put your kids in these damn private schools. Okay, don't. I'm telling you, one of my clients was in Evergreen. It's a school in Massachusetts. Everybody, all the administrators are BCBAs. The kids that go there are all on the spectrum, most of them. Do you know Boston Globe did a report, 42-page investigation, and Evergreen was on there? You know what they were on there for? Giving some students cayenne pepper to calm them down and make them comply. We had to send the police over to the school to do a wellness check on my client because the wombats kept telling mom that he got into an altercation and they couldn't tell him why. They put him in a 5-point restraint. What was the antecedent to the behavior? He's going to a school that's filled with BCBAs and nobody could tell us what the antecedent was. They said he just popped off for no reason. Nothing pops off for any reason. Nothing. I mean, a bug doesn't pop off for any reason, just because they can. If you hit a bee and he's on your arm, he's going to sting you. You hit him first. Yes, he's going to sting you. Huh? You charge a dog or a cat, they might come after you and try to fight back. They're going to do some shit. But for some strange reason, you people want us to believe that he's so off the chart. No, you're not collecting the data. The ladder was shit. It's a shit show. About personnel qualification, I could not find the BCBA educator certification. That means she is not. No, she's not. If you get, she has to have, I don't know what state you're in. In Massachusetts, This is what you do. You go to the BACB.org. Okay, go ahead. You go to the BACB dot or no .com. What? Now I gotta go look it up. I'm gonna beat you up. BACB.com. Okay. Okay. When you want to find out about a BCBA, okay, you go to the BACB.com. Okay. BACB.com. Okay, I'm gonna show. Okay, I'm gonna take wait, and let me just get some shit out of the way. Okay. Let me get some shit out of the way. Take that out. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Why is this doing this? Okay. I don't want none of this on there. Oh, okay. So go to that website and then you look up your state and it'll tell you whether or not your state, because you may be able to file. What you do is this. When you're not sure, you just make the allegation. That's my new trick. So for Alma, all right, you said that can't come on. Okay. So Alma just said that she can't find the BCBA to see if she's certified or licensed. So in order to become a BCBA, you have to be nationally certified. Okay. Now, you can get that certification through various states. Okay. Whatever state you're living in, they have a deal with the BACB that they take their exam and get their test. Okay. In that state somewhere. Some college will do it. But the BACB has a record of everybody. You can actually do a search. Okay. If the wench doesn't have certification, you can also get her in trouble with the BACB because what she might be doing is going to school to get her BACB and she's telling everybody she's a BCBA. That's a big fat. How do you do? No. Okay. The BACB will, if you're pretending to be a BCBA and you don't have your certification yet, the BACB will stop you from getting one for lying about having one before you had it. Because that test is no joke. Everybody talks about the real estate test. Shoot. They say in college, when I was in school, to become a BCBA, if you don't pass that BCBA exam the first time, and you think, oh, I'll go back and do it again. Oh, no, it's harder the second time. Rarely do you pass on the second time or any time thereafter. That test, you got to pass that test the first time, unless they changed in the last couple of years. I have a question. When doing a reevaluation, is there any laws that mention how old the tests have to be up to date. They all have to be up to date. Like, you can't do the WISC 4 when the WISC 5 is out. Okay, you can't do that. Okay. They have to use up-to-date tests. And all you have to do is go here. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to Pearson Clinical. What test are you talking about, honey? It's against the law for them to use outdated testing. It's outdated. You can't use it. Okay, you can't use it. It's no good. Pearson Clinical Assessment. Okay, I'm gonna put the link out here so you guys can find it. Okay, so yeah. Copy. Yeah. The TVPS3 is discontinued. If they use it, you tell them that's an outdated test. Okay. And you tell them, if you use it, I'm going to file against you for using an outdated test on my kid to determine eligibility. It says, the law says, valid and reliable, technically sound. The reason why it's important, okay, to use up-to-date testing is because, for instance, that particular test, the norms change. Okay, I'm going to go into the weeds a little bit with evaluations, okay? A technically sound, valid, and reliable testing instrument is an instrument that has what's called psychometrics. Psychometrics is when this is the shortcut version. These are the cliff notes. When the developer of that test put that before the appropriate board to be deemed valid and reliable and technically sound, they had to say that we gave this test to this age group, to that age group, to this person and this socioeconomical background, this nationality, this environment, this place. They had to do it for like 3,000 or 4,000 people across the United States, so they could figure out what the norms were. So, for instance, I'm just going to make up a number. So let's say the WISC-5. The WISC-5 has the norms for the kids. The norms on a WISC-5. A WISC-5 is all about intelligence. Okay, it's intelligence testing. So the WISC-5 would have norms that would be different. And so if you go and take the test, then because the norms there's another way to put it. The criteria of the test changes what the answers could be. So the reason why they're giving you an old test is because the old test would make him come out better. That's the best answer I can give you. The norms change. You can't give him a bad test because, and they use the old test for visual perception, which is 21 years old. No, honey, go on this website and go look up those tests. That's what you do. Okay? You go on that website right there. You guys, you can download the transcripts for this on YouTube, so you can see that right there. Okay? So, and I'm going to show it. Okay. That's the BACB. I mean, that's Pearson Clinical. That's where you go to look up assessments, guys. Okay. That's part of what I put in my thing. When you guys want to know about an assessment, you go to Pearson Clinical. Okay. When you want to say, I want my kid tested for dyslexia, there's no specific test. There are some, but there's not a test that can specifically say your kid has autism. What you have to do is you have to ask them to do the testing in the areas. Okay. Because that's what the law says. The law says that they have to test your kid in all areas of suspected disability. Period. Doesn't name a test. It doesn't name a disability. It just says in all areas of suspected disability, whether or not it's directly related to the disability. Because sometimes they already know the kid has autism. Okay. So they got to evaluate in all areas with autism. Because the kids, it impacts all areas of functioning. Do you know of an advocate or attorney in Mass to address placement nightmare? No, honey, I don't. And didn't you? No, I don't like lawyers. I do know one lawyer. I hate doing this. Can PRS address this, or is Bureau only recourse? Honey, I don't know anything about your case. And out of district school, your kid's at home. I don't know what's going on. I can't answer a lot of your questions. And try as you might, I'm not taking your case. I'm not doing it. And you need told bureaucrats. I know you keep telling me this. I don't. That doesn't happen in my world. I don't know anybody that I have represented that it costs them that much. And if a lawyer is charging you $100K, they're stealing. It shouldn't cost you $100K. To go to the BSEA, then what the hell is it going to cost to go to federal court? What you need to do is put your ass together. Go look at my videos and go bring your own self to the BSEA. Okay? That's what you need to do. And then go get an attorney. If you have to. First, lose at the lower level. Lose at a place that's not a courtroom. And then you can appeal it. But I mean, I'm just saying, honey, even if you go get okay, you have to understand something, guys. Just because you get an attorney, there's no guarantee your attorney's going to win. Do you know? Go look at you think I'm kidding? Go look at the track record at the BSEA. Go look at the track record at the BSEA for parents that represented themselves. It's called pro se. And parents that had an advocate and parents that had an attorney. Go look at them. They all lost. It's a rigged game, honey. You got to do what I'm telling you to do. If you want a quick fix, it's not going to happen. You got to go and do what I'm doing. It's the only way to do it. As you're going along, things will change. Okay. Okay. So if you've seen the stats, then why would you want to go pay $100K for, or even tell me about it? Why would you do that? I don't understand. If they're violating the regs, you have to sit down. You have to sit down and you have to figure out what regs they're violating. You have to go look them up. There's all kinds of shit out there I put out there. You guys have to do the work. Okay. If you don't have the money, then you have to do the work. And don't tell me it can't be done. Yes, it can. It can be done. I did it. I raised a kid by myself. I was a sole supporter and I worked a 40-hour-a-week job and I kept a clean house. Don't tell me it can't be done. It can be done. And I did it for my kid. I spent more time at my kid's school than I did at work. And then I threatened my job if they fired me at 2. I got a kid with problems. I don't know what to tell you. So you got to, I'm telling you, you got to figure out what your problem is. What is your problem? What is your problem? Because when I talk to you, Christina, I get a bunch of stuff and it doesn't, the math ain't mathing for me. And I don't want to look at anything. I don't. So you have to figure out what you want for your kid. Oh, that's what I want to show you. You want to see something? So you can educate your kid at home, even though your kid has, in Massachusetts, even though your kid has an IEP. I got to go back to that in a minute, but wait. First, I want to show you something because this came up the last time and I didn't have it and I was mad. A school district actually gave this to a parent. Window, entire screen. Oh, fine. Where is that sucker? Okay, wait. There it is. Okay. Now I can do it. So, in Massachusetts, there's a law because you see a school district cannot discriminate against a parent. There it is. Okay, because the parent, okay, let me put it to you this way. I am representing a kid right now, and this kid is getting his education. He's being homeschooled, general ed. So when the school district agreed to give the kid his IEP services at home, then the reason why they did it is this right here. Okay. Expectation parents. Homeschool student requiring special education services to work. Okay. Homeschool. Okay. School day. Parents and guardians. Where is that part? Okay. Is it? This is what I hate. I hate looking for stuff. Special education. Where's that? Homeschool student requiring special education students to work directly with the deputy superintendent. But here's what I wanted to show you. These are the regulations in Massachusetts. Okay. Now, this document right here is all about homeschooling your kid. I thought there was a bigger section on school activities. Okay, let me just read this for a second. This curriculum, school student. A homeschool student shall not sit in their district and time for a homeschool student requiring special education work directly. That's all it is. Okay. So this is the law, MGL 69, and then it says 1D 76-1, care and protective charge. This is an actual Supreme Court case. This is a case. So if you want your kid, okay, if you want your kid to be in special education, get special education at home, that's what you can. That's the law you cite in Massachusetts. You see, a school district can't tell you. Write a letter to Valerie and Miguel Cardona. You got this. All you have to do is you can't write a letter to them like that. You can't have OSEP doing your job. OSEP's going to come to you, and they're not there to do that. Okay. The reason, okay, did you hear what I wrote in my complaint when I wrote to them? Did you hear what I wrote? I told them that the SEA is still not doing their job. The reason why I told them that is because they're the ones. OSEP oversees the state of Massachusetts regarding special education. So I told on Massachusetts to their boss. That's what I did. You guys cannot, under any circumstance, go to OSEP to have them fix the problems in your state. You have to work through the system. You have to file a complaint. You have to make an allegation. What are your allegations? What are they? What are your allegations? What are your allegations? That he's not in school, that they want to put him in another school, that they want. Okay, so where's the prior written notice? Where is the reevaluation to change his placement? Whether it's from school, wherever it is. In order to change your kid's placement, okay, if it has to do with attendance, did you know that once your kid misses school 10 days, his placement was changed? Cumulatively or at one time? Within a school year, if your kid with a disability missed school 10 days, that was a placement change. So the school's responsibility is to come find out why is your kid missing so much school. Now, if you have medical excuse, then that's another thing. I mean, you guys got to cross your T's and dot your I's at all times. I'm sorry, but there's work involved when it comes to a kid with special education, including education. Now, if you don't want to do it, that's fine. Then don't do it. But don't think that somebody's going to do it for you. Don't think they're going to do it for you. Don't think they're going to do their job. They're not doing nothing. They're just not going to do it. They're not going to do it. I have these conversations all the time with my clients. And after a while, people get it. And they go, oh, she was right. Yes, I was right. They don't care a rat's ass about your kid. Okay? I just told you how I filed complaints. They came back and said, I won, and my kid still doesn't get the services. They got nothing. Now I got to narrow. So every time I file a complaint, I narrow it down even further. And I keep zinging them. So they're going to have to come back and tell me that, because one of those idiots told one of my clients or some woman that Jamie Camacho from the Department of Education, who is now the interim special ed director, said, yep, Megan, it's a good feeling. It is a good feeling. It's fun. So this dumb idiot told somebody from the Department of Education, which I'm going to send her an email on, and I'm going to send her the law. I'm going to say, you want to rephrase that, Jamie? And then I'm going to CC it to Laura Duo. So I'm going to say, Laura, this is what Jamie told a parent. Do you want to explain to her what their powers and authority is? Because this idiot doesn't know. Of course they can withhold funds from the state. I've actually gotten PRS complaints from Helene Betancourt, by the way, the one I just read, that she told a school district in Pembroke that if they didn't give the kid the 18 hours of speech and language that they owed them, the state was going to withhold their funds. That happened twice to me in 30 years. They gave him his services. We went to hearing. And we got all the services he needed. So the learning curve on special education, how to navigate this shit, is so friggin' sickening. I can't even see. I'm telling you, yesterday I couldn't do this yesterday because I was mad that I won. I was mad that I won, but I didn't. Do you understand? I was mad that I won, but I didn't really win. Did I really win? What did my client get? I don't give a rat's ass about them changing anything at PRS. All I want is the services for my kid. I don't understand how to put this in any other way. Do I have to speak another language? Because that's going to be the next thing I do. I'm going to put it in Spanish. I'm going to send the whole thing to them in Spanish because they're stupid. You want to hear something really dumb? I got a client. She's from another country. They're native. They're United States citizens, but they're native. Their native language is not English. So the school, we're in a hearing, and these stupid idiots keep talking about how this kid is always in this other country. First of all, we're not suing him for denial of faith, for anything else, for any time he wasn't in the States. We've said that repeatedly, but they're stupid. So you know what I did? I filed a motion to amend, And I put in the motion to amend that the school district denied the parents' rights to an interpreter because her native language is not English. And the school district should have known that, since they keep bringing up the fact she's from another country. So there. Now what? Now what you got to say, dumbass? What you got to say? Oh, you wanted to make this an issue? Now it's an issue. Now it's an issue. Because now, for the last 2 years, I'm going all the way back. Because now I can say a whole bunch of stuff. No, you don't understand. It's your right. I understand what you're saying, but here's the thing. Special education is very complicated. And if you're not from this country, shit, people in this country don't understand special education. Let me put it that way. Okay? And it's in English. It loses something in translation for sure. So the parents that I'm representing right now, I mean, I told her one day, I said, so your husband took all of the credentials there are in the United States, in Massachusetts. That's what he did. Took all of them. He had so many credentials, it's disgusting. He graduated. He's a fellow. She's got a master's in business. I mean, it's phenomenal. These people are so smart. But I have a good fight now about the fact that they're not from this country. So where's the documentation, you idiots? What you guys have to do is you have to look at your case. You have to sit down. And this is hard. This is hard because it's your kid. It's hard because it's your kid. I'll move this out of here. It's hard because it's your kid. Okay. So I get it. I say that. I don't want that in there anymore. Why is it doing that? Mm-hmm. I'm trying to take this out, guys, right? The panners. I don't know what it's doing now. I don't care. So anyway, I don't know where that came from. I just left you guys all up in it. I'm like, why is the screen so big? Took all you guys away. I found it. Qualifications and testing. Sorry for posting. No, you don't have to be sorry. Don't be sorry. All right. You have to line up your ducks. You have to figure out, what do you want? Put on a piece of paper. What do you want from the school? What is your kid not getting in your eyes? That's what you have to ask. What do you want? And what is your kid not getting? And don't say your kid's not getting an education. Don't say it. If it's about a placement. So the school district said that because your kid missed so much school. Oh my gosh. Because, yes, I know you do. I get it. Because your kid has missed so much school, it was the school district's job to find out what the fuck's going on. They should have called a meeting immediately, because 10 days after your kid's been out of school, that his placement was automatically changed under the law. It is what it is. So what you have to first find out is, so that's a violation. Okay. So you put your kid you put placement at the top of the page. Okay, good. So you put over here, school said your kid missed too much school, so that's why they threw him out of that other program. Number one, contrary to popular belief. And you can, for this one thing, you can contact Laura Duozon. So one of the things is that the state is not overseeing special ed schools. So there's a whole bunch of rules about special education and private special education schools and the rules. For instance, in order to terminate your kid, they have to have a termination meeting. Mm-hmm. Before they throw your kid out of school, they have to have another placement for him. So the fact that your kid is sitting at home, not getting an education, that's a denial of FAPE. Placement, denial of FAPE. Failure to implement state special education schools regulations. 3 things right there. You guys have to look at special education like this. It's special education. It's guided by laws. It's not optional. The laws must be implemented, and the laws are only implemented by those idiots at the Department of Education and the public schools. Because guess what? They get all the money. That's why. So, you got three things right now, Christine. You got placement. They kicked your kid out of school because your kid has things. So now what you need for that is you put a little thing and you go, medically excused absences. That's what you get right there. Okay. But every single day he was out. If you already, do you know where to find special ed laws? It's on the DESE website. Wait. Massachusetts Special Education Regulate Private, no. Special Education Private School Regulations. Okay, where's that? Private special education laws. Okay. Wait, I'm looking for it. Massachusetts. I know where it is. Massachusetts Private Special Education School Law. Wow. 2809. Pow. Okay, so found it. 603 CMR 28.09. Okay. Here you go. Start here. 603 CMR 28.09. Right there. I'm going to show that. Okay. That's special education private schools. And here's the link. So I'm going to put it here so you can, whoops. That's not what I want. 2809. Why is that coming up Pearson Clinical? That's weird. Wait a minute, guys. 603 CMR 28.09. Go. Okay, there's the link. All right. I put the link there. All you have to do is go look at it. That's the law. That's part of special education regulations in Massachusetts. 28.00 is what special education is in Massachusetts. Okay. That's what we're doing. So go look up that first. You have to break down your shit, girl. You have to break it down. You have to say placement. What is anything on placement? You have to look up all special education stuff on placement. Then you have to look up all special education stuff on private schools. Then what you need to go do is go get that 42-page report from the Boston Globe on private schools in Massachusetts. You need that for sure. Okay. Then when you get all of that done, make sure you get the doctor's notes. You have all the medically excused absences. You have all the proof that you gave all of the schools this information and nobody called for a meeting. That's how you do it. Don't get mad. You scare me. And where's Barbara? No call, no show for Barbara. Barbara was here. She left. She must be sleeping. Poor thing. Poor thing. I scared her this week. But anyway. So yeah. So I was telling you guys about that friggin' thing. So anyway, let me get back to this real quick. Okay. So that was that one. I don't want that. Stop sharing that. So those are, you guys, listen. You know how I find you? Let me tell you guys how I find you. I type it in browser. That's what I do. I don't have a special spot where I go look for shit, guys. I don't. I really don't. State complaint. Okay, wait. You know what we got to talk about today? We got to talk about this. The template that you guys wanted. This will probably help all of you real quick. Okay. So remember I told you, wait a minute, I gotta get rid of shit. What is this? How do I get rid of this stupid commenting things? Banners, comments. What is this? Okay. I guess it's just, okay. All right. So I don't understand why this is that doing this. Okay. Better. Now I can see it. All right. So let me do this because, all right, guys. Remember when I told you that I was going to do a state complaint against the school district? I was going to create that template. That's what this is. Okay. Now, tomorrow, I'm going to put this on the Facebook page, and then you just do the same thing. You click on it, you download it to wherever you want to download it to. You print it out. I don't care what you do with it. Okay. And you use those same links that I did before. Now, what I did on this one, I'll show you right now. What I did on this one is I put the links right in it. So wherever you see blue in it, that's a link. You just click on that word and it'll pop up. Okay. So let's talk about this for a minute. Okay. So here's the introduction again. All right. So I put, this is a little different than before. Okay, guys, you got to give me a minute because I'm really getting mad about this stupid thing. I don't understand why it's here. Banners. How do I take it out? Carol Bell, keep a banner. Take it. I don't understand why this is not leading. It's gotta be. Why can't I take this out? I don't understand. Okay, it's got to be in the comments. Okay, stop sharing. Okay, show. Oh, not show. Okay, so I gotta do this. Take it out. That's how I do it. Take it out. Then I gotta go over here. It takes me a minute. I'm old guy. I'm just an old guy. Old. Hide that. Hide. No. Hide. Why won't this go away? I don't understand. Hide. Banners, brand. I don't know why that's in there, but anyway. Okay. Oh, where did this. Here. Yep. Okay, so guys, this is the template for you guys to file a complaint against the school district. Okay. So the laws are a little bit different. So the first paragraph, when are we going to do? I know I'm trying to put it together, guys. I really am. I've been working on a lot of stuff. I'm still trying to get it together because you guys need this. I mean, the more I think about it, the worse I feel because I haven't figured it out yet how to do it, but I'm going to. Okay. And I'm just going to put it out there for everybody. I'll get it out there as soon as I can. I swear to God. Okay. Listen, but in the meantime, this is what I want you to do. So this is what you guys do. It says pursuant to 34 CFR 150, it cites the law. Okay. It says that you are expecting. So what you're going to say is that the introduction is an explanation of what you expect them to do. So that's what this is citing this law. Review all relevant information and make an independent decision, yada, yada, yada. The parent asserts that she has met the state requirements and includes the statement. So when you file a complaint, there's certain things that have to be included, otherwise they'll bounce it back to you. Okay. And most of it is the facts on which the statement is based, the signature and contact information, if alleging violations with respect to a specific child, the name of the address of the child, all of that's in the form. Okay. This part right here, all of this is in the state form when you file a complaint. Okay. And this is what's under the law right here. Okay. This stuff right here is the law. So this is part of the form. So just fill the form out. I'll just put that in there. Basically, just fill in the form. All of the below is included in the state mandated form, okay, to file a complaint. It's the same form. You just fill it out. That's all. This is just giving you the laws and a little bit of details, okay? So then here comes the body, okay? Now, and it's the same thing. The body includes allegations, laws, and evidence. And then it says, review letter of findings for dates. I don't know what that means. I don't know why I put that in there. Oh. Okay. Take that out. I don't know if that's in there. Oops. Take that out. Take that out. Okay. So remember how you have to put it together for the state when you're filing against the state. It's basically the same. It's just that you're just going to say the school district didn't provide FAPE, the school district didn't do this, the school district didn't do that. The other laws are different because it's all about the state monitoring whether or not the school district did what they were supposed to do for your kid. So your state complaint must include the dates, names, and Christine, this is what you have to pay attention to. If you follow this, you'll be able to get all of your ducks lined up, okay? Your state complaint must include dates, names, titles of staff that the allegation took place. So whatever you're accusing them of, you have to put the person's name in it, okay? Your state complaint must support your allegations with a document, paper trail. That includes emails and text messages between the parent and the district staff or other documents you have in your possession to support your allegations, okay? So if you use this coupled with the other one, you'll get the gist, all right? You number your allegations. Number your allegations. So like, see what I did right here? See this right here? It says Roman numeral 1. So you would put denial of FAPE right here. I'm going to go down and I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about in a minute. So that's what you would do. Doing this helps the reader, who's ever reading your shit, understand the issues for them to investigate. The allegations are first. The allegations are first. The district denied. Okay. So the first allegation, I wrote this tired. The first allegation, every single time you write something, it's the district denied FAPE. First one. The first allegation is always the district denied FAPE. Because no matter what they do, if they didn't give your kid a service, if they didn't give you prior written notice, when you asked them for a service, if they didn't implement the IEP, if they didn't evaluate in all areas of suspected disability, if they put your child in a placement that your kid wasn't supposed to be in, that's another thing, least restrictive environment. It's a violation of least restrictive environment and a denial of FAPE because let's say your kid has a 40 IQ, okay? Let's say your kid has a 40 IQ. And the district decides they're going to put your kid in a regular ed classroom. Yeah, no, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. Because your kid with a 40 IQ can't do the work of a typical kid in a regular ed classroom. 40 IQ. That would be a violation of least restrictive environment. That's an example of it. Okay. Least restrictive environment, guys, just so you know, is not all kids have to go into a general ed classroom. That's a violation of least restrictive environment. It's least restrictive for your kid. It would be like putting a kid who had dyslexia in a classroom with kids who had a 40 IQ, who are seriously developmentally challenged. That would be a violation. Or taking a kid with dyslexia and putting him in a classroom full of kids with behavior disorders or psychological problems, emotionally disturbed. That's a violation of least restrictive environment. Okay. A kid with dyslexia may have some problems with behavior, but those can be rectified with a very simple behavior plan in the classroom. Okay. And it's probably because the kid, what does level C mean for an assessment? That's the type of person that the requirements of what that person, the qualifications of that person. Like level A is that like a person with a master's degree could buy that. It's who can purchase their stuff. Okay. I'm sorry, Wendy, I didn't see that before. That's what that means. The levels is A, B, and C, I think, on Pearson Clinical. And it just means, it says qualifications of the person. If you read it, it'll say of the person. It'll say 3 different areas that you could have. And like for the WISC 5, you need to have a degree in psychology, a master's degree, a master's level. You have to have a degree in psychology, master's degree. Some of those you don't need any degree. Some you need a bachelor's degree, and some you need a master's. All of the cognitive testing, you need at least a master's level, and you need to be overseen when you're doing that test. You need to be overseen by, you either have the credentials and experience to do a psychological test, because you have to know how to analyze that information. Psychological testing is hard. I have a master's degree in psychology, but you literally have to work under somebody to know how to really read and put the numbers together to analyze it. It's kind of hard. Now it's way easier. You can do everything online and the system does it for you. Way easy. I can do it now. But anyway, so, I forgot what I was talking about. ADD, a mess. So anyway, something funny. An OT slammed the door at us when I told her to remain professional and keep her family struggles up. That's my girl. You're just keeping it real, honey. You're just keeping it real. I was going back and looking at some stuff here because apparently I missed when we're going to do the meet. We love you. What if the IEP expired 2 years ago? You know what? That's called a hearing, which is what we're in. If it expired 2 years ago, they're in big trouble. Okay. They're going to say, well, we tried to have a meeting with you, but you didn't come. Of course I didn't come because you didn't give me the paperwork. I asked you for all of the paperwork so that I can meaningfully participate in the team meeting process. You told me no. I asked you if the paraprofessional, to make sure the paraprofessional's gone, and you told me no. Stupid. Stop asking me questions. I don't know if these people are over here, trolling because they're stupid and they're ignorant. Unless they adapt the curriculum to go. No. To adapt to a 40 IQ, it's not even, there is no curriculum at that point. A kid with a 40 IQ they can't count to any significant number. I mean, they can't. How about a 47? A 47, you have to put them with their peers. You can't put a kid, you can integrate them. Don't get me wrong, okay? I want you guys to understand something. Don't get me wrong. You can integrate these kids with the general population. That's what they're supposed to do. However, educationally, it's like, and I always get mad at this, so everybody out there knows me. You can't take a kid and put him in a classroom with kids who are regular ed kids, and your kid can't count beyond 10. Can't add 1 + 1, can't add 2 + 3. Your kid can't be in that classroom. And if your kid has an aide, who's doing the work? The teacher's not talking to your kid. The other kids in the classroom aren't talking to your kids. So why would you even put that's a violation of least restrictive environment. The kid is supposed to be in the classroom to be integrated to be educated with their peers. However, the IEP has to be written in such a way that assists the kid so that the kid can gradually be integrated into a gen ed classroom for a certain amount of time. Like, you can't take a kid with a 40 IQ and that's 7 years old or 10 years old and put him in a second grade class for the entire time for math. What? That kid can't answer any questions. If the teacher poses a question to that kid, the kid can't. You know why? Because the kid probably can't read. Probably can't read. Most kids with a 40 IQ that I know can't read. And if they can, it's very limited. Most of the time, they don't know the alphabet. And if they do know the alphabet, they don't know what the sounds of the letters. If you don't know what the sounds of the letters, And you know I'm talking about. If you don't know the sounds of the letters when they come together to make a word, how are you going to learn how to read? Because first you got to know the ABCs. Then you got to know the sounds of the ABCs. Then when you get the sounds, then you got to learn how to write the letters, uppercase and lowercase. Okay? That's how it works. Everything is in step with these kids. You can't just plop a kid down and that's what they do in Massachusetts all the time. I put a stop to it. My kids. You're not going to put my kid in a classroom with a kid with a bunch of regular ed kids and say you're putting them in inclusion. That's stupid. You call it inclusion because you got a kid in your classroom with an IEP. That's inclusion. That's not inclusion. That's a mistake. That's a Tammy Joy, a problem waiting to happen. I'm telling you right now, it ain't nothing nice. Exactly. So if he can't read and he can't write, the limitation, there's lots of ways you can get a kid to be educated with their peers. Integration is in all throughout school. So he could be integrated in the lunchroom. He could be integrated in gym. That's an educational classroom. He could be educated in music and art. Those are integrated classrooms. That's him being educated with his non-disabled peers. The expectation is low, but the kids are getting used to seeing your child amongst them, just like they would be getting used to him in the community. Okay? Your kid has a disability, and you have to recognize what that means. There are limitations. You have to understand that your kid has a limitation. You have to understand that your kid can't do whatever, and it doesn't matter what those trying really hard not to swear tonight, but it's just not working. I wish your brain could be replicated. Forget the Teslas. That is such a nice compliment, Alma. I friggin' love you. Anyway, you guys are, what if the lawyer for the district hijacks the AP meeting? You do what I do, and I say, excuse you. So, are you a member of the team or you the lawyer for today? What is your position? Because first of all, if they put their name on the damn attendees list and they're doing this at the meeting, guess what we're doing? We're calling you as a witness, doofus. Pick a lane. Pick a lane, because this ain't no hearing. This is a team meeting. Now, if you want to have a hearing, see if you have an advocate like me, you say things like that. Sit down, shut up, and don't touch nothing. Okay? That's what you are. Are we paying her for? Of course you are. Schools don't care. They're stupid. That's why I like writing nasty things. They don't know what to do with me. That's why I like doing it. You notice nobody said anything about no stupid pre-hearing conference, right? Nobody. I'm waiting. Yeah, in Massachusetts, we're in a hearing, and they like to have pre-hearing conference calls that include the school district bringing in the school district staff to explain themselves to the hearing officer before they're sworn in, and without me having the opportunity to ask direct and cross-examination. And I don't even know why they're there. They don't tell me. I dare you. I already told Reese I'm not going. Where not? I told her right in front of everybody. Whole big council. Told her, we're not going. We only go to one. You can't tell me why we're going. You can't tell me who's coming here, and you can't give me a court reporter. Right there, I'm not going. Bite me. So before that happens, I'm going to put in with OSEP, and I'm going to tell them this is what Massachusetts does, and they think that's okay. It's a violation. And if you do it, I'm going to file a complaint. I'm going to get you investigated for doing it, because I'm not going. Stop laughing, Meg. It's not funny. I hate everybody. Anyway, my favorite private girl, that stuff just drips out of my mouth. Okay, you would think it was the word "the" coming out of me. It's not funny. It's not funny. I'm a bad girl. I can't help it. I don't like you guys. I tell you guys, I'm not kidding. You guys think that I don't get frustrated and I'm the advocate. It pisses me off. Taxpayers, that's right, pay special ed administrators to screw over our kids, and then we pay the district lawyers. That's right, to defend them. Yes, we do. You know who's going to hear my mouth now? Because guess what we're in? Let me get one more text message from one of them asshole Democrats. Just give me one more. And I'm going to ring, hello. So you want my vote? Let me tell you what I want. I want you to stop taking my goddamn taxpayer money, my tax dollars. I want you to stop taking them because I'm representing these kids. You know who's not getting any money? Kids. You know who's getting all the money? These asshole lawyers. Okay, the lawyers are getting it. The school administration people, they're getting it. Everybody's getting it except for the kids, and I can prove it. And that's what they've done. You see, what Massachusetts has done without knowing it is they have proved what I've been saying for years and years and years and years, that Massachusetts is just taking this money. There's no oversight at all. There's no oversight at all. They're taking $643 million a year and they're just spending it willy-nilly. And then they push out this stuff. You do, Tammy, all day, every day. No, Tammy, none. Let me tell you something. I ain't afraid of nobody. Okay? I don't care nothing about what they think of me. As a matter of fact, if they hate me, yes, I did my job. Because I know I ain't nothing nice. My mother got me a shirt and it says, I'm not for everyone. And I wore it on one of these shows, and I'm not. I make no bones about it, and I don't care. Don't start none, won't be none. There's going to be some you mess with these kids, because I'm not the one. I'm going to tell everybody. I told OSEP. I'm going to get me a grant out of OSEP yet. Watch. I'm going to tell them, I'll be the police. I'll be the nation's police. I'll have my people everywhere, our parents everywhere, watching what the school districts are doing. We'll divvy up the United States. I have a few people I could trust out there doing their job. I'll train everybody how to do it. I know. I left this out so I could show you. These are the rhinos. With a guinea pig. Oh no, they're quiet now. They ate, the greedy little bastards. I'm going to make the t-shirts. I'm hoping to do it this weekend. I might be able to do it tomorrow. I'm going to make the WWTD. What would Tammy do? And God, it has become so real for me as far as because this is all I want to do. I just wanted to guinea pigs are shaking. Yeah, they're bad as hell. So, I got to tell you guys something off the topic, but I had a dream last night that somebody came in my room and shook me like this, like to wake me up. And I swear to God, it was my father. Like woke me up. Like I was like, what? I actually felt it. It was weird. But anyway. So anyhow, but yeah, so what we have to do is I'm trying real hard with you guys. I really am trying to give you guys as much information as I can so that you guys can do better at advocating for your kids. What I'm really trying to do is teach you guys how to advocate for your kid. I know it's hard and I know you don't want to do it. And I know it's not your job. It is your job. It's your job. It's your job. I'm sorry to tell you this because you don't have the money. You have to do it yourself. Okay. I do shit for myself all the time. I taught myself how to crochet. I taught myself how to put up a website. I taught myself how to use the Cricut. I taught myself how to put up installation. Shoot, Meg, that girl Meg right there, she built her own damn house. She built her own house. She should have had her own TV show. How Meg did it. You can do anything you put your mind to it, okay? I didn't go to a special school. There's no special school to do what I do. I learned this by doing this. I'm a typing fool. Now I have to put my hands in water every night because I crochet so much. My hands are. Okay. Oh, guys. I just saw this. AD, I'm getting tired. That's why I'm blowing off. I'm making a crochet butterfly halter top made out of bamboo cotton. And my website is going live tomorrow. I'm hoping. It's going live tomorrow. My shit's cheap. Bracelets. These right here are $7. And I have some friendship bracelets. They're $4. Oh, yeah, they're pretty gifts. So, yeah. And what else? I got a whole bunch of halter tops, shorts, and I got a whole bunch of stuff. I'm tired of putting stuff up there. But anyway, so I am going to tweak out that template because I don't like the way it's reading now because I wrote it last night trying to get ready for this, and it's not making any sense to me. I want to write it better. And I'm going to post it online so you guys can download it and you guys can have it in your hand, okay? So I'm going to do that for you guys. Hopefully it'll be up tomorrow. It'll be on the website. I got to watch my mother's dog, so there's not much I can do because all she wants me to do is sit on the bed and crochet so she can lay next to me because she's bad. She's a bad dog. All she wants to do is go to sleep. You think she's 90. She's 3. Chihuahua. And she bad. But anyway. So I think I can get that up and done tomorrow. And I'm going to put all of the stuff I got from OSEP to show you guys how they're crazy. And that's what I'm going to put it. These people are crazy. While on one hand I won, my kid didn't. I don't care about me winning. And now I got to go start a bunch of shit. I'm going to put that email out there too so everybody can see it and you guys can take it and do whatever you want with it. I don't give a crap. I'm going to take out those other email addresses, but I don't care what you do with it. But the email addresses for all these cray-cray people in Washington, D.C., it's there. So if you live in the Massachusetts area, you can get it from there. Okay? So that's what I'm going to get done. And I swear to God, I was supposed to have a hearing, but I just filed an amendment. So I don't think the hearing is going to take place in May. But I do have one in June, which I might amend that one too. I'm not sure if I amend it. I might not have to change the date for June. So, and that's like, 2-day hearing at best. So, but all my hearings, when I do them, they're going to be online. So there's open hearing. Okay. So I'll be inviting all of you. If I win, I want a damn prize. You got to get a prize, all right? You get a t-shirt. Okay. You want a t-shirt? Want a nice t-shirt? I did it. Bite me. How about this? Eat shit and die. I could put that on a t-shirt. Anyway, the one thing that I want you guys to walk away with is this. I love your videos. Thank you. The one thing I want you guys to walk away with this is you can do it. Number one, you're not going to do it right. You're going to do it wrong. It doesn't matter. Just do it. That's how you learn. When you get the response back, you read it. You say, what are they talking about? This is what I wrote. Why are they saying this? And then you go look at the laws, because in theirs, they'll cite the law, or you have the law. That's the other thing. I'm going to include the procedural safeguard regulations. It's like 2 pages long. I'm going to put that in there so you guys can see it. Okay. I'll try to go in and highlight it so you can click on some of the stuff, but I can turn it into a PDF file. So I'll include that so you guys know where to look for stuff if you want to. Okay. So you got the BACB.com website. So you can look up who has a certification or not, and how you file in your state. Because in Massachusetts, if I file against the BCBA, I go to the Massachusetts Professional Licensing Board, Allied Health, and that's how I file against them. Okay. So it might be some states you file within the state, some states you file directly with the BACB for against board certified behaviorists. Okay, or RBTs. That's what you do. And it's the same thing. Evidence, evidence, evidence. Okay. And you have to be careful how you interpret the law. Don't do what they do. Interpret the law for what the law says. It doesn't have a secret meaning. It's not like innuendo, or it's not like, you have to go on a mission to find out what this actually means. It means what it says. It's written in plain English. And here's how you look at it. When you're reading the regulations, you say to yourself, these are the instructions for the school district and the state to implement. When they don't implement this, if you say they didn't do this, that's a violation. Regulations are not going to say, if the school district doesn't do this, then it's a violation of. No, that's not how it works. The regulations are what the school is supposed to do. Period. There's no if, ands, or buts about it. It's 307 pages of idea regulations. They have to implement every single one of them. None of the states in America are exempt. None of the school districts are exempt from implementing IDEA 100% of the time, every damn day. Understand? There's no exception to the rules. And if you don't believe me, send an email over to OSEP, your state lead, and ask them, did this state get any exemptions of IDEA? And they're going to say, what are you talking about? Well, they're acting like they don't have to do this. So did you exempt them? And they're going to say, no, we didn't exempt nobody from nothing. They have to do it. Okay. When you ask OSEP a question, ask OSEP a question. Don't tell on the school district to OSEP. Don't be a tattler. OSEP doesn't get involved in the actual complaint process. What I did was I forced, it wasn't just me, we forced OSEP in because of all of the nonsense that was going on. It was just too much. And that's how we got OSEP involved for September 29th, that letter. That's how they got involved. So what you have to do is you have to ask OSEP a question. You say, can a school district do this? Or what does it mean when? And what OSEP will do is they'll send you information. They'll answer your question. Don't say the school district just violated my right. They don't want to hear none of that shit. Ask OSEP a question. Ask them one question at a time. Don't ask them. Don't give them a whole big story. Don't do none of that. One question, very short, sweet, and to the point. The school district just said my kid has to go to a new school. But they never told me the school. They never told me this, or they never evaluated my kid. How can they change my kid's placement? How can the district change my kid's placement? They never evaluated them. You got to know a little bit of something about the laws. Okay. Even if you come here and you say, Tammy, how does the district change the placement? They got to reevaluate your kid, and you got to give them consent to reevaluate your kid. And why would you do that if you like the kid's placement? Okay. The reason why they have to reevaluate is because they have to determine what your kid's unique needs are regarding a new placement. So if they want to change it, why do they want to change the placement? And they have to put everything in writing before they have to put a proposal to you. Prior written notice is up, and they violate it all the time. Click that link on those forms that I gave you before and look up prior written notice. $10, Christine. They violated it. $10 they violated it. And you will see what they were supposed to do. Read it for what it is. Don't step outside. Don't go on a little journey. Don't try to make it more difficult than it is. I hate when people do that. It's irritating. It is what it is, okay? It's nothing more. It's nothing less. It is what it is. What you're reading is exactly what it means, okay? If you don't know what something means, come here on the Wednesday night. Ask me the question. Say, Tammy, the law says this. What does this law mean? And we'll go through it together, and I'll show you exactly what it means, okay? When it pertains to your kid or just in general, okay? The law is the law. It is what it is. Don't read too much into it. Don't read too little. Just read it. It's a Dick and Jane book for real. It's a Dick and Jane book. You just read it. Dick ran fast. Run, Dick, run. That's serious. There's a forest. Run, Forrest, run. It's an easy book. I'm not even kidding. It's not complicated. All right? It's not complicated. So, and another thing, I just found out Mercury is in retrograde, which means everything is upside down and inside out. So if you're feeling a little weird and funny and tired, I just found that out. I just looked at somebody else said that. A fortune teller person said that. But anyway, I got to go because I'm a tired girl. And I will see you guys next week. I will put all of that stuff out there if you want it. Let me know on this video that you want that stuff. I've had to take a nap every day. I'm telling you, I did too. I want to. I can't. I'm a busy girl. Writing shit. Meg. Meg. It's your fault. But yeah, that's what it is. So anyway, I will talk to you guys next week, next Wednesday. And hopefully my website will be up. And all that other stuff will be up there too. Okay. These are the kind of bracelets. Pretty good. That's what I'm selling. These are cheap. These are all pretty. So I love these beads. I love you too. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Take it easy. Don't sweat the small shit. Okay. Christine, breathe, honey. Just breathe. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Okay. And I'll let you guys know when I'm going to do the show. I mean, the training, because there's a few of you that really need it bad. It's not a bad thing. You just need it because you can't spend $100K on a lawyer. I'll punch you hard. Bye, Felicia. Bye, guys.